Hi, my name is Emanuele Sansone and I'm a postdoc fellow, Marie Curie postdoc fellow at MIT, CSAIL and KU Leuven in Belgium. At MIT, CSAIL, I'm working on new algorithms for combining learning programs from data and AI. So we are actually trying to develop new models that are capable of learning knowledge from a small amount of data. This is kind of in contrast with the current trend in machine learning and AI, where large computation and large amount of data are exploited to learn models, let's say. So we are trying to build up more intelligent systems that that have more structure within the systems. And an example is like origamis, where we are building a benchmark about origamis to test the capabilities of the models to acquire knowledge from the data. There are two important properties of origamis. The first property is that origami are a kind of domain where there is not much data available on the web, and so that's a kind of domain where current models do not have enough data to tackle such a problem, let's say. And another kind of aspect is that this kind of domain is open-ended. So you can generate origami without any limit. So there is no real limit on what you can generate with them. And therefore, leveraging just data or collecting data for synthesizing origami is very expensive. And current models cannot tackle such domain without a shift in the way the models are built, let's say. Learning from a small amount of information is important for domains where data is not available, like for instance scientific discovery, where you have difficulty to collect data or is very expensive to collect data, and so you need mechanism to cope with this limited amount of data. If you want to run an experiment in a laboratory, perhaps it costs a lot of money to run the experiments or a lot of expertise to do that, and so you have only access to a small amount of data. Or domains where data, like in the origami, there is not much available data. So that's one of the reasons why we try to learn from a small amount of data. And then there is also another kind of motivation that we are trying to understand. Let's say there is a connection with cognitive science, let's say, where we try to understand how we are capable of learning from a small amount of data. We do not have access to the whole web, let's say, for learning, I don't know, to learn a language or to learn any kind of thing that we are able to learn. And so the difference between us and LLMs is exactly the efficiency or the flexibility in the way in which we are learning concepts from the data, let's say, from the experience. Coming to CSAIL is a great opportunity because there are lots of resources available. First of all, the level of knowledge and expertise that is concentrated just in CSAIL in the building itself is unbelievable. There are really lots of opportunities, and what I find particularly interesting is the possibilities that you can do that you can have to do interdisciplinary research. And this is something that has a lot of value because a lot of times good research comes because of interactions with other people that have different kind of perspective. And that's something that is extremely valuable, and this is one of the unique places on the earth for this.